What's up everyone, welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over keyword research for SEO. I'm going to show you how to come up with the absolute best keywords for your business, and I'm going to go over some strategies that are going to help you rank for the best keywords for your business. So we're going to get started here in the Google Keyword Planner. This is going to be the main tool that I use in this video, and I'm going to be using examples for my website, farmhousegoals.com. Now, the very first thing when you're doing keyword research for SEO is you need to understand what are your customers looking for and what are you offering to them. So just looking at the first two sentences at the top of my website, farmhouse decor, farmhouse sinks, curtains, area rugs, furniture, bedding, lighting, decorations, and more. You need to understand what are people going to come to your website to find. Now, that's the very first thing you need to do. So we're going to be using the Google Keyword Planner to come up with a very good list of keywords where we can start to target some of these short tail and long tail keywords and actually solve for search intent. Now, there are plenty of other paid and free keyword tools out there. Some of the best paid keyword tools are semrush.com, hrefs.com. There are paid kind of freemium keyword tools like keywordseverywhere.com that offers a lot for free by just installing the Chrome plugin. Things like answerthepublic.com will give you several free searches per day. And you can also use something like keywordtool.io to find a ton of different keywords for different search engines. Now, this video will mostly focus on Google because that is the largest search engine in the world, but keep in mind you should also do keyword research for other networks as well, depending on who you're targeting and where people are going to find your business. So what I want to do first is go over some key things for SEO, including search intent. So when customers enter a search term, what exactly are they looking for? This is really important because different search terms are going to have different meanings, and the search engine results page is going to be different depending on what actual key phrase people type in. And that brings us to, what does the SERP look like? The SERP is a search engine results page. What results do search engines give for a keyword? So as you are going through the process of coming up with keywords for your business, you need to understand exactly what the search engine results are going to look like when people type in your keywords. So then you understand, okay, I need to create resources that actually solve my customer's problem. Next is going to be short tail versus long tail keywords. So short tail keywords generally have very high search volume, but they're much more competitive because they have very high search volume. Long tail keywords are easier to rank for. They don't have as much search volume, but they do have higher conversion rates on average because people know what they're looking for with long tail keywords. I will go over examples with all of these different things you need to keep in mind as you go through the process of creating your SEO keyword research list. Now, last but not least, this is basically the 4-step process that I follow as I'm coming up with SEO keywords. You want to find your short tail keywords to begin with. You need to categorize them and understand how different short tail keywords are going to play into your overall business and your SEO strategy. Then you want to find long tail keywords based on your short tail keywords, because the more and more that you optimize for these long tail keywords, the better you're going to rank for short tail keywords. Last but not least, focus on search intent. So let's come over here and look at a few different examples, and let's just say I'm looking for volleyball nets for my backyard. If I'm looking for volleyball nets for my backyard, what Google is going to give me is a ton of different results that are going to be products for sale, specifically volleyball nets that I can install in my backyard. So at the very top, you have your advertisements, but in this case, we're focusing on SEO. So let's see what's ranking at the very top. Amazon.com, best volleyball net systems, Dick's Sporting Goods, Walmart, Parksun.com. All of these different websites are offering different volleyball nets for sale, and generally all of them are going to be types of nets that we can set up in our backyard. So depending on the type of keyword you put in, Google is going to give you the best results for that keyword. Now, let's just say I come over here and I say, I have no idea how to play volleyball. So let's just enter that into Google. We have no products now. Everything is geared around how to play volleyball. You could see wikihow.com, olympics.com, how to play volleyball. We have videos. So when you start seeing videos here on the pages of Google, that gives you content ideas. If you know the volleyball rules and you can create a video showing all of these different volleyball rules and how to play volleyball for beginners, then you can create videos, and I would bet that these videos have a lot of views on them. So if we keep scrolling down, you can see all of these different results are all about how to play volleyball with nothing specific to purchasing volleyball nets or any type of volleyball equipment that you may need. Now, I would say these two different keywords, how to play volleyball and volleyball nets for backyard, would be more of long tail keywords, but a short tail keyword would just simply be volleyball. So it's very hard to rank for this keyword, and this is why it's hard to actually focus on something like volleyball, because looking at the very top of the results, you have Wikipedia, you have the people also ask section. If we come down here, the definition of volleyball, you have usavolleyball.org. So even if I create the absolute best website in this niche, it's going to be very hard to rank on that first page and specifically in some of these top spots. Now, as we continue scrolling down, we have some news results here. We have some images. So the news results are a little bit above here. We have some images. We have Olympics.com. We have FIVB.com. Not even sure exactly what that is. Assuming it's some type of volleyball league. Basic volleyball rules and terms. Volleyballworld.com. Magazine. So if I'm creating a niche website about volleyball, it makes more sense for me to target a keyword like volleyball shoes with ankle support. So if I have those products on my website, you can see the top results are going to be advertisements that are all going to be geared towards ankle support volleyball shoes. If we look at some of the top organic results, volleyballvault.com, the 5 best volleyball shoes for ankle support. So what they probably did is they say, okay, we have volleyball shoes. Let's look at all of the different long tail keywords related to volleyball shoes. So with ankle support, women, Nike, men, near me, for girls, colorful, Asics, Adidas, Mizuno. So we have a bunch of different brands and styles here. So what you would want to do is look at all these long tail keywords and say, okay, I want to make sure I'm creating pages on my website that actually give people resources for all of these different keywords. So when somebody is looking for specific volleyball shoes, we have them on our website, and we have a specific page on our website that will rank much higher than if we just said, okay, we're just going to target the keyword volleyball shoes. So with all that being said, let's come over here to the Google Keyword Planner. You can access the Google Keyword Planner completely free. All you need to do is create a Google Ads account. When you create your Google Ads account, in Tools and Settings, you're going to see the Keyword Planner under Planning. So all you need to do is create a Google account, create a Google Ads account, and come here to the Google Keyword Planner, and you're going to come to a screen that looks like this, where what we want to do is discover new keywords. You can enter up to 10 different keywords here, and what you want to do is focus on the keywords that are the most relevant for your business. So in my case, I'm going to be using my website, farmhousegoals.com. You can also start with a website. So if you already have an established website with a bunch of keywords, you can enter your website here as well to find keywords that most closely match your site, or you can enter competitor websites as well, which I'll show you a little bit later on in the video. So we're going to start with keywords here. I'm going to enter my 10 main keywords that I basically target for my website. Okay, so we have 10 different keywords here. Now keep in mind, we can do an unlimited number of searches in the keyword planner, so don't feel like you have to put all of the absolute best keywords here. You have to have your 10 top keywords. For example, I have farmhouse kitchen. Eventually what I do is do farmhouse kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom, outdoor, etc. So look at all of these different keywords that are going to be relevant for your website. All of the different things that people are going to search, where if they find your website, they can potentially find a resource or a product or a service that they can go through with your website, and eventually that will lead to revenue. So what we're trying to do is we're going to start with these 10 different keywords. I'm going to enter my website to make sure that we're getting rid of unrelated keywords here, and we're going to click on Get Results. Now, I recently created a Google Keyword Planner tutorial, so if you're looking at how do I use the Google Keyword Planner, that video will give you some more insights into everything you can do with the Keyword Planner. We're going to keep it pretty simple for this video. Now keep in mind, at any time you can create your own keyword plans, which you can actually put a bunch of saved keywords into a keyword plan, and then you could either download all of these keywords. You may not want to download 10,677 keyword ideas at a time, but if we come up here, you can download keywords to a CSV file, to Google Sheets, and they also have an option to organize keywords into ad groups. I'll go through a few different things that I like to do with the Keyword Planner when I'm using it specifically for SEO. Now you're going to see over here they have top of page bids, low range and high range. This is going to be more geared towards Google ads and PPC advertising, but what you want to really focus on are the keywords, the average monthly searches, and you can look at some of the changes year over year, 3-month change. You can also look at data all available, and it will bring us all the way back to 2019. So you can look at as much available data as you can, because it will only help you throughout the process of finding keywords. Now in my case, I really want to focus on farmhouse related keywords. So we can add filters here and say, I want keyword text to contain farmhouse. We're going to click on apply. The other thing you can do is you can add a filter, which this is going to get rid of a lot of keywords here. And let's just say I want average monthly searches to be greater than or equal to 30. So this is going to get rid of some of those really low search volume keywords that we may not want to focus on right now, especially as we're getting started. So we're down to about 6,000 total keywords. Still way too many keywords, but what we can do is we can start with coming back over to our process here. Start with your short tail keywords. So as you are entering all of your different keywords in here, decor, furniture, curtains, bedding, sinks, lighting, all of these are going to be short tail keywords that we want to target. And you can see there's a ton of search volume here for all of these. But as we come down, you're going to start seeing more and more keywords. They're going to automatically filter your keywords by relevance. So you're going to see the most relevant keywords here. Now, as we start going through short tail and long tail keywords, there are examples where some keywords can kind of fall into the category of both. And the example I'll give you is farmhouse table is absolutely a short tail keyword. But if we're looking at farmhouse dining table, and I want to rank for the keyword farmhouse dining table, you would want to enter that keyword here, and you would want to see all of the different relevant keywords to specifically farmhouse dining table, especially because there's a lot of average monthly searches there. So we could continue to take all of these different keywords here, and what you can do is add these to your saved keywords. You can also add them to a specific campaign or ad group. We're not going to be doing that for this example, but you can take these saved keywords and add the keywords to create a plan. So once you put them to your plan, we come over here. If you scroll over to account status, you're going to see these keywords are in our plan. There's no problem if you add a keyword twice to your plan. It's not going to remove it. It's not going to add it twice. So don't be worried about adding the same keyword multiple times. Now, generally what I would do for my example for farmhousegoals.com, this is an Amazon affiliate marketing website. So I have an endless amount of things I can add to this website. So if you go through all of the keywords here, and I just scroll down, we'll look at a random keyword, white farmhouse sinks. I can take those products from Amazon, I can put them on my website, then I can sell them as affiliate products. So I basically have an endless supply of keywords that I can target, which sometimes makes it very difficult to come up with what should we target. So what you really want to do is focus on one thing at a time. And you also need to understand, as we're coming down here, categorizing your keywords. So coming back over, looking at a keyword like farmhouse furniture. Within farmhouse furniture, we're going to have things like farmhouse tables. That's going to be its own category or a subcategory under farmhouse furniture. Farmhouse tables will have subcategories like farmhouse dining tables, farmhouse coffee tables. We're going to dismiss this down here. Farmhouse kitchen tables. So if we're coming up with long tail keywords for farmhouse tables, then what you want to do is, again, enter that keyword at the top here. Just do farmhouse tables, and that's all you need to enter, or farmhouse table. The plurals don't really matter all that much in this case. And then what you can do is use your filters and say keyword text contains farmhouse table. So when you have that, it's going to give you the most relevant long tail keywords, and that's how you can come up with a bunch of different categories. And the focus is going to be, let's just say farmhouse coffee table, for example. So we're going to come back over here. We're just going to enter that one keyword. Okay, so we enter farmhouse coffee table up here. We click on get results. It's going to give us a bunch of different relevant keywords. I want to make sure my keyword text contains farmhouse coffee table. So we're going to click on apply. Now, what you're going to see is if we're looking by average monthly searches, the most popular keywords are going to be round farmhouse coffee tables, modern, square, sets, white, farmhouse style. Now this keyword, farmhouse style coffee table, this is where you need to understand this keyword is going to be the same exact search intent as this keyword. Whereas somebody who's looking for a round farmhouse coffee table versus a square farmhouse coffee table, they're looking for different products. Now, the reason that long tail keywords tend to convert better is people know what they're looking for. Somebody who's searching for a brown square farmhouse coffee table is going to be much further down the funnel because they're saying, I just want a list of brown square farmhouse coffee tables. I'm going to choose my favorite one. I'm going to purchase it. So as you can see, this process can be very, very time consuming, especially for a large website with a ton of different categories. So as we're going through this, you want to make sure you're adding all of your top keywords here. And then you want to take those short tail keywords, add them to your saved keywords, and you're going to continue to break these keywords down as much as you possibly can. So this could be a difficult process, and it's going to vary depending on whatever niche you're in, whatever you're targeting. There's going to be some websites that may only have 100 to 200 keywords, and there's going to be websites that have 5,000 keywords. You really just need to focus on one keyword at a time, start with the short tail keywords, and then focus on some of those long tail keywords. The example I'm going to be using in this video to kind of make it a little bit easier is farmhouse bedding. Now what you can do is if we come back over to keyword ideas here, and let's just say we enter some of our main keywords again. We have farmhouse decor. Okay, so we'll just enter these 8 keywords right now. We're clicking on get results. When you're making, you have to make sure if you do have filters that you remove the filters that you've had before. So we're going to remove this filter. We'll keep our average monthly searches filter. We'll go keywords by relevance and we'll scroll down here. So generally what I start doing is I'll take all of these different keywords, farmhouse. I think I've added some of these already, but that's fine. If we add them twice, modern farmhouse decor. Now rustic dining table, we have to make sure we put our, I will target rustic keywords, but I would just personally start with some of your main keywords here. So we'll add this filter again. Keyword text contains farmhouse, and we'll click on apply. We can always expand to rustic, country, antique, some of these other related keywords later on. But what we want to do is just come down here, find some of the most popular keywords, and we're just going to add all of them. Just take all of these keywords. Now you could just select all these keywords right down and go through one by one. So I like to kind of look at the keywords as I'm doing this because it helps me come up with ideas and remember the keywords a little bit better. So we'll take all these keywords, add them to our plan. Generally what I'll do is I will create a keyword plan. We come in here to our saved keywords. So this is going to be our keyword plan. And I will add at least 100 keywords here. I'm looking for the most popular keywords within my niche that I want to start targeting. Then I'll download these keywords to a CSV file. So once we have a lot of our top keywords here, and when I'm going through this process, I definitely have more than just, I think I have 33 keywords here. I always have way more keywords than that, but I want to make this a little bit simple so we don't start with thousands of keywords to be a little bit overwhelming. And then we come up here, we download our CSV file. So I've already downloaded my CSV file. I'm going to open it now, and my CSV file looks like this. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll get rid of pretty much everything here. You can keep average monthly searches, so we'll just keep it for this example. You can keep your average monthly searches, but we're going to delete basically every single column here. So we just have our keywords, we have our average monthly searches, and we have something that looks like this. So we're going to come over here, we're going to come to the data tab, and we're going to look at our most popular keywords, expand the selection, and what you want to do is take some of these different keywords out. So we have farmhouse sinks. This is going to be one of the short tail keywords that we are going to target. So rather than going through each individual keyword here and drag them over here, what I will do is I will go back into the keyword planner again, back into keyword ideas, enter our one made keyword. So we have farmhouse sinks. You can just enter farmhouse sink, and we can enter farmhouse sinks. So we'll just enter both, and we'll click on get results. And then what I'll do is again add my filter, say I want my keyword text to contain farmhouse sink. Click on apply, and as we scroll down here, you're going to see all of the top keywords. So kitchen sink, stainless steel, Kohler, white, copper, IKEA, fire clay. Now there's going to be keywords that I just don't target, like IKEA, because people are looking for a specific store that's selling farmhouse sinks. For brands, if I have that brand on my website, I will target that and categorize those products. Black farmhouse sinks, we have Syncology farmhouse sinks. Now Home Depot, another one I won't target. Double farmhouse sinks. So all of these are going to be keywords that I would put here in a list underneath farmhouse sinks. Next is going to be something like farmhouse furniture. This is where it gets a little more complicated because within farmhouse furniture, you're going to have things like farmhouse tables. So this is generally how I would try to structure my keyword research. So I have farmhouse furniture. I'll enter a bunch of different farmhouse tables here. Then down here, I'll probably have something like farmhouse nightstands. And then you're going to have a bunch of keywords underneath farmhouse nightstands, like brown farmhouse nightstands, white farmhouse nightstands, modern farmhouse nightstands, whatever people are typing in. Same thing here over here with bar stools. So kitchen table would go underneath table, but I don't go through each individual keyword here. I just come back over to the keyword planner and use the filter like I've showed you. So the example I'm going to be using to show you how I come up with long tail keywords and the overall strategy that I've been using for my own website that's helped me drive a lot more traffic is I want to rank higher for farmhouse bedding. So if we come into Google here, we search farmhouse bedding. First and foremost, search intent. What does the SERP look like? So this is going to be all product based. We have ads here, we have Wayfair, we have Amazon, then we have images. So you can try to optimize for image search because this is coming up at the top very often. One thing to keep in mind is if you look at the very top and you go to images, you're going to see a bunch of long tail keywords here as well. Gray, queen, king, rustic, farmhouse style. You'll also see that sometimes when you just come in here to all, so shabby chic, rustic, boho, unique, modern, sets. These are going to be different keywords that people are actively searching that I need to add to my website. And I've added some of these to my website already. There's plenty more I can add, but it is time consuming to actually categorize your products, but that's how you separate yourself from the competition. The same way over here where we have volleyball shoes with ankle support, you're going to see all of these different results for this keyword, especially the top results. So 5 best volleyball shoes for ankle support. If they just had a page on their website, 5 best volleyball shoes, they wouldn't be ranking for this keyword here. So keep that in mind as you are going through your SEO keyword research. You need to make sure that you're coming up with the best possible keywords and every single keyword you can find that's going to be relevant. So coming back over here, we'll do farmhouse bedding. And what I generally do is I will take a keyword like farmhouse bedding. We're going to click on get results. The first thing I want to do, we have to get rid of our filter, get rid of refined keywords here. The first thing I do is we have keywords by relevance. So you're going to find things like farmhouse comforter set. This has plenty of average monthly searches. We're going to look by average monthly searches. So farmhouse bedroom set are people looking for furniture. I'm not going to show you the example, just know that this is somebody looking for furniture. So it doesn't fall into the same category as farmhouse bedding on my website. It's a completely different category under furniture. So we have farmhouse bedding. What you need to do is find first is some of the different subcategories that you're going to continue to categorize. You may get some ideas right up here like duvet covers, like blankets, so linens, bedspreads, these could be more examples. But if we come down here, you're going to see things like farmhouse quilts, farmhouse comforter sets. We have farmhouse duvet covers up here. I know that's one of the keywords that I want to break down further. So we have comforter, duvet cover, and if we keep coming down, so day bed. A lot of these are going to be keywords that we want to continue to find more long tail keywords for. The other thing you're going to see are things like shabby chic farmhouse bedding. So these are going to be keywords underneath farmhouse bedding that we're going to target. Now, one of the best ways I can show this to you is if I come over to my website and you can see all of my categories here and I just click on the drop down. So on the drop down, my main category here is farmhouse bedding. So we started to have some subcategories here, some different colors, some different styles that people are searching. Then we have farmhouse baby bedding and crib sets. Now, if this keyword is not ultra popular, it may not be worth breaking down into even more short tail keywords. But if you have farmhouse baby bedding and crib sets and there's 5 different types of styles and colors that people are searching for that have some type of search volume, then that's where you want to start to target some of these different keywords. So for farmhouse blankets and throw blankets, I have a specific brand, crochet, modern, white. We have farmhouse Christmas bedding, so that's underneath my farmhouse bedding here. Now we get into farmhouse comforters and comforter sets. You're going to see we have all of these different styles here for farmhouse comforters and comforter sets. Now, what you want to do is keep a really organized keyword research list for your SEO strategy. And then as you come up with all of these different keywords, so let's come back over here. Let's say we're breaking down farmhouse bedding right now. We want to add a filter. We want to make sure the keyword text contains farmhouse bedding. Click on apply. And what we're going to do is look at average monthly searches. And all of these are going to be, or a lot of them are keywords that I've added to my website. So modern, king, rustic, shabby chic. Again, farmhouse style, I consider that the same exact as this keyword. It doesn't make sense to break that down into something further because the products on that page are going to be exactly the same. Christmas bedding, so king bedding set, that's the same as king up here. So shabby chic again, we have country farmhouse bedding, stripe bedding, we have day bed bedding. Boho, this is a keyword I have not added to my website yet. Vintage, I believe I have vintage. White farmhouse bedding, ticking stripe bedding, king size. So I've broken it down by queen, king, twin, full. So coming back over, looking at my categories, we have blue, brown, cottage, country, baby bedding. So now we have blankets, Christmas bedding. Keep coming down. We have day bed bedding. We have stripe, ticking, full, gray, king, modern, primitive. The problem people have is they will create one specific category, and instead of saying, okay, we want to provide people a solution where if they come into farmhouse bedding, there's every single style that people are generally looking for. So we can easily link off to all of our different products here. Somebody comes in here to farmhouse stripe bedding, they're just going to see products for sale that have farmhouse stripe bedding. Keep coming down, gray farmhouse bedding, king farmhouse bedding sets, modern farmhouse bedding sets, red farmhouse bedding. Now, I'm saying farmhouse bedding over and over again, but the main thing you need to understand is if you want to rank for these short tail, high volume keywords, you really need to focus on these not as popular long tail keywords. So even within something like farmhouse comforter sets, so let's just say I open up farmhouse comforters and comforter sets, you can see I have 357 products. I could put all of these products into one category, or what I could do is I can have a farmhouse comforters and comforter sets page, and we have cottage, modern, rustic, shabby chic, striped, vintage, white, full, king, twin, and queen. The main reason I'm targeting these keywords is because I've come into the keyword planner and I have found all of the most popular keywords under this category. So as we're coming in to create our SEO keyword research list, the main process I'm using is finding short tail keywords, categorizing those keywords. Then you want to find long tail keywords based on the short tail keywords, and you want to focus on search intent. Now this can work for every single niche no matter what you're targeting. This specific video is about keyword research for SEO. If you look at the previous videos I've created this week, I have YouTube keyword research, Google Ads keyword research, niche keyword research, Google keyword planner, 9 free YouTube keyword research tools. I have a huge list of videos I'm going to create about keyword research because somebody who's looking for Google Ads keyword research or YouTube keyword research may be looking for something different than SEO keyword research. Somebody may be looking for specific YouTube keyword research tools so that they can grow their channel. And the way I found a lot of these different ideas is not only by using YouTube autocomplete and seeing exactly what people are looking for, but by also just using the keyword planner, entering keyword research here, and looking at average monthly searches. People look for keyword research tools, SEO keyword research, best keyword research tools. Some of these are going to be, to me, very similar keywords. So don't focus on doing something for every single keyword. What you want to do is take things out and say, okay, competitor keyword research. People want to know how to look at what keywords their competitors are ranking for. I will show you how to do that in just a second, but the reason I created a YouTube keyword research video is because 720 people are going to Google every month looking for YouTube keyword research information. Something like Google keyword research, that's going to be people looking for things like Google Ads keyword research, how to rank higher in Google. We have PPC keyword research. I'm going to be creating a video about long tail keyword research. So this is the way that I go about coming up with keywords and turning them into content ideas. And some of the main things you need to focus on is what is ranking for that specific keyword. The reason why I have structured my farmhouse bedding into these different pages is because when someone's looking for farmhouse baby bedding and they search that in Google, what's going to come up in Google is a bunch of different products for sale. So when someone clicks and goes to this page, it's just going to be a bunch of products for farmhouse baby bedding because that's what the search intent is. That's what I want to make sure I'm satisfying when customers are potentially going to come to my website and purchase something from me. Now, last but not least, what I want to go over is I told you I want to rank higher for farmhouse bedding. So sometimes what I'll do when I want to rank higher for a specific keyword is I will look at specific websites, not Amazon.com, but my actual competitors. I don't consider Amazon.com a competitor because they are much larger than I'll ever imagine I can be. So if we scroll down, what I look for are websites that are specific to farmhouse decor, farmhouse furniture, websites that are similar to mine. So you may see something like Country Village Shop here. We'll keep scrolling down. Wayfair advertisement. Don't consider them a competitor either, but you can see we have antiquefarmhouse.com. So what I can do, and I have way more products for sale on my website, but they're ranking one higher than me. So here's my website ranking. What you can do is you can come into the Google Keyword Planner, and instead of entering your keyword here, you can enter a website. What I can do is I can take a competitor website, use the entire website, click on get results. We have to make sure we don't have any filters here because we're not going to get any information if we have our filter. Get rid of our filter here. And they've given us 2,600 different keywords. So we're looking by average monthly searches so I can see their most popular keywords But let's just scroll way far down here. And what you can find are keywords like beaded tray. I have no beaded trays on my website at all. So this is a keyword that I would take, copy, come over here into my keyword research list, and we'll paste it right here at the bottom. Not even overly worried about the average monthly search volume. You can just use filters to say, I only want to focus on keywords that are getting at least, let's say, 50 or more average monthly searches. So as you come down here, rustic chic decor, not something I'm currently targeting. Now I know I have farmhouse wall mirror and arched mirror on my website, but arched frame I don't. Large dough bowl I don't. Bird prints vintage I don't. If this website is able to rank for some of these different keywords that are coming up in the keyword planner, then I know I could probably rank for them too, because our websites are covering the same niche. If I click on keyword by relevance, you can find some of their most relevant keywords. And what I generally do when I'm doing relevance is say, not keyword text, but let's say add filter, average monthly searches, greater than or equal to 200. We want to find their most relevant keywords that are getting at least 200 monthly searches. And then what we'll do is we'll come down here and try to find keywords that we can target that will help us drive more traffic to our website. So one of the examples that I have that I actually did recently is if we come into this parent category here, we come down to farmhouse decor. I recently did farmhouse trays, so that's a popular keyword, added a couple different subcategories here, but milk can decor. This is something that goes in farmhouses very often. I found this keyword using the exact process I just showed you, looking up competitor keywords. And then what I've done is I've broken down, scroll down here again, broken down that keyword into more long tail keywords. So when someone's looking for a vintage milk can and they search it in Google, hopefully my website comes up, I give them the resource they're looking for, they purchase from me, and it increases my overall revenue, increases my conversion rate. So this is how I do SEO keyword research. You can also use some other tools. One of my favorite tools to use is keywordseverywhere.com. So if you're using keywordseverywhere.com, you install the Chrome plugin and you're looking for long tail keywords for something like farmhouse decor, all you have to do is search down, look at the right-hand side here. So if we search down, we have two different trending keywords. If we keep scrolling down, we have some related keywords, but my favorite part about Keywords Everywhere is long tail keywords. If I want to rank for the keyword farmhouse decor, I need a page on my website for fall, table, wall decor, chic, bedroom, kitchen, Christmas, bathroom. We have wall again here, industrial, boho, French, antique, coastal, rustic. All of these are keywords that I need to start focusing on, and I need to make sure I have a page on my website for all those different keywords, because if they're listed here for long tail keywords, 29 total ideas. If they're listed here for long tail keywords, those are keywords that have actual search volume that people are actually looking for. So to come back over here one more time for my example, rather than saying, hey, I have 357 products here, they're all farmhouse comforters, hopefully you can find what you're looking for, I can say, here are all the different farmhouse comforters I have. You can find a comforter that fits the size of your bed. You can find a comforter in a specific color or style, and make sure you're finding exactly what you're looking for. And that's the ultimate goal of SEO keyword research. And it does come down to keeping a very, very organized SEO keyword research list, which takes hours and days and weeks to create. So generally what I'll do is I'll start with something like farmhouse sinks, come up with a list of keywords underneath. Farmhouse furniture, I'll break into some of these different subcategories, and then within each subcategory, I'll find more and more long tail keywords. So something like nightstands, dressers, it could be farmhouse beds, sofas. There's all sorts of different keywords that you need to continue to break down, like bar stools here, like end table here. Now, as we get into farmhouse lighting, we come into farmhouse lamps, you can see farmhouse bedding, all sorts of different short tail keywords here that you need to break down further into long tail keywords, and then satisfy that search by understanding search intent and focusing on it. So hopefully this all is very helpful as you're coming up with your SEO keyword research list. Use the Google Keyword Planner. They're going to give you all sorts of ideas no matter what niche you're in. You could use filters to make sure you're finding the right long tail keywords. You can search for your specific competitors' keywords using their website and look at their most relevant keywords. Go through their keywords with the most average monthly search volume. take 30 minutes to an hour and just come up with a bunch of different ideas. That could be something like beaded tray, could be milk can decor. These are like kind of keywords that a lot of other marketers aren't going to be able to find as easily as something like farmhouse kitchen decor, because people aren't actively searching for these products, but they are relevant for my niche. So it is difficult to do keyword research and it is time consuming, but if you follow this process, you can continue to create all sorts of different content. And then ultimately what our goal is to rank for these short tail keywords like farmhouse sinks as high as we possibly can. Obviously for me, I'm competing with some websites like Amazon and Wayfair and all sorts of very large websites that ultimately I don't have the resources to really compete with. So when it comes down to it at the end of the day, what I need to do is make sure when somebody's looking for something like double stainless steel farmhouse kitchen sink, I can actually rank for that keyword because I've put together the best categories on my website and I have all these different subcategories so people can find the products that they're looking for. If you have any questions about this process, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.